From WDTN, the station that's working for you. This is 2 News Now.
Good morning, everybody, and top of the morning to you on this terrific Tuesday. Do you see how I'm just putting all of the T's in there that I can? Top of the morning, terrific Tuesday. I'm just really ramping it up because we need it. We started off really rainy and terrible, but we'll get to that in just a moment. For now, I will just say good morning. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on 2 News Now on this top of the morning terrific Tuesday. It is November 25th. I am your host, Alexis Bellamy, joined by 2 News anchor Kayla Ferris. Kayla.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I thought you were going to ask me a question.
No.
Good morning, Alexis. It's
good morning,
good
Kayla.
to see you. You have all the energy for
I do.
us
I was going
today.
to say, if you're laggy, it's okay because it's really ugly and terrible outside. We were dealing with so much rain when we got up today. Hopefully, 2 News meteorologist Cameron Sleega can tell us that it will, A, be gone in a few minutes and not return for a while, or it's already gone, Cameron.
Yeah, it's not going to be happening
It's
here
not
as we go through the daytime. It's going to taper off a little bit. We'll become a little bit more isolated in terms of the coverage here as we get into the afternoon, but most of the rain falling already in the Miami Valley. We've seen it move through into the midnight hour and then continue as we went through the morning commute. So it definitely was a wet one here in the Miami Valley, but good news as it moves on out. It should be, as long as you are traveling in a very short distance here for Thanksgiving, it should be good on the roads on Wednesday, unless you are going up near the Great Lakes where they could see some lake effect on the back end of the system. 55 currently in Dayton, 54 in Troy, 54 Wapakoneta, 52 in Urbana, and 53 in Springfield, D.C. For the most part, area-wide showers going into the 11 a.m. hour. They're mainly light in nature, a little bit of moderate showers mixed in there as well. But here as we go into the midday, we are going to start to taper off the chances into the afternoon. Still a low chance in the morning hours tomorrow of a shower or two as a cold front pushes on through. And then we're going to see those temperatures falling as we go through the daytime. It's going to get cold just in time for Thanksgiving. Over the weekend, we are tracking the chance for some rain, even potentially some snow here as we go through the Miami Valley. So you want to have your eyes on the forecast here as we go through the next several days, because right now the trend is currently right around a mix here in the Miami Valley over the weekend. But still, 4 or 5 days out, models will change.
Cameron,
Okay.
I like the fact that there's no chance on the holidays. Yeah.
Well, as long as you aren't going up to the Great Lakes, I'm going up to Northeast Ohio and Cleveland, so I could run into some snow there.
Okay.
But,
not so fun.
Nothing that has been a problem in my lifetime before.
Okay, we'll take it. Sounds good. Thank you for that, Cameron. We'll
Yes.
check back in with you in just a little bit, but we're going to switch gears and move things on to our top stories for this morning and some really fun and exciting news for all of you Buckeyes. It's the game all of you fans have just been really waiting all season long for. At least that's what I've been hearing.
Yes.
We are just 4 days away now from the number 1 team in the country traveling to Ann Arbor to play that team up north. Now, Buckeye fans were left feeling a little bit defeated last year, specifically when the team up north tried planting their flag at Ohio Stadium. Kayla, how did that make you feel?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, see? Okay,
Yeah,
well, the
I don't wanna talk
last
about it.
4 matchups between the teams have not gone the Buckeyes' way. We know that. The Scarlet and Gray believe that this is the year that the streak ends, putting the Buckeyes back on top. We're excited to learn more about that.
This is definitely the year that the streak ends, Alexis. All right, switching gears a little bit. We have an update from this morning from Trotwood Police and the Dayton Bomb Squad. They were called to Trotwood in a neighborhood yesterday where a bomb had been reported in the area. The reported device has been identified as a smoke grenade that was tampered with. The Trotwood by Drexel neighborhood where the grenade was found is in the same area where a trailer was on fire yesterday morning. So we're working to learn if the two incidents are connected in any way, but authorities say the grenade was discovered just before 5 o'clock yesterday on West 3rd Street near a business across from Pawtucket Avenue. And the good thing is that no one was hurt in either incident, and the Trotwood Police Department is investigating and handling the situation.
Alrighty. And in Auglaize County, the Auglaize County dog warden is looking for information after 4 puppies. That's them on your screen. Take a look
So
here.
cute.
They were dumped over the weekend. The warden says that they were abandoned on Saturday night in the dog park in the Fort Laramie State Campgrounds. That's where they found them. His office is now looking for help to find out who left the dogs, saying they will be pursuing charges, as they should whenever a situation like this happens. Dog, cat, anything that's just been abandoned and left helpless like that is always so sad. The 4 pit mixes are around 2 months old and are currently available for adoption. So if you need a baby, I can't think of a fur baby, rather. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. Look at those beautiful faces.
So cute. Okay, moving along. A suspect accused of shooting a student on the University of Dayton's campus appeared in federal court yesterday. 19-year-old Dylan Heiner waived his preliminary hearing, moving his case forward. He's federally charged with illegally receiving a firearm, while another indictment for another felony. He also faces 3 charges in Montgomery County. 3 minors are also expected to face charges, but the student shot is fortunately expected to be okay.
Well, the incoming Buc-ee's in Huber Heights will be able to sell alcohol. Kayla, have you been to one ever?
Buc-ee's? Yeah. No, but I'm excited to try it.
Me too. That's why I was asking. Okay, we need to just go to this together then. Maybe not for the alcohol, just to go. But the motion for the liquor license was approved last night at the Huber Heights Council meeting in an 8-0 vote. And that really says a lot. That really looks like this community was really behind this decision, or at least some of these members were. You know, city officials also say Buc-ee's is still on track for an April opening. So we have some time to get ready for it, Kayla.
Got something to look forward to.
We certainly do. And that brings us to our react to that question for this morning. Listen up, you guys. I want to know, we've got a lot coming up this weekend. One game really matters. So with that being said, who is the player you love the most, or listen to this, love to hate the most in that Ohio State Team Up North rivalry showdown? Now, Ohio State is looking to keep a 15-game winning streak, which is the longest in college football, and make it back to the 10 championship for the first time in 5 years. So we want to know, who do you guys see making that happen? Who do you guys see making this vision, this plan come into fruition? That's what we want to know. So, you know, get your thoughts together. Make sure to scan that QR code. We want to hear from you. Put those answers in.
Absolutely.
And before we go, we have one more story for you. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced that 3 Ohio counties will receive funding for renovations and new construction in their jails. Montgomery County, Stark County, and Clark County will be awarded funding through the Ohio Jail Safety and Security Program that launched back in 2021. In Montgomery County, $13 million will be supporting ongoing jail renovations, and that's things like the new behavioral health unit that's going to go in and upgrading existing facilities. Some of the renovations include upgrades to the jail's restrooms, fire suppressions, elevators, and other HVAC and other safety components. Clark County is receiving $4 million to go towards a new jail site.
Okay.
And on the other side of the break, we will have... Oh, we did skip Evan.
Yeah, we're going to check in with our 2 News reporter, Evan Bales, to tell us a little bit more about House Bill 186. It's a property tax bill that includes an inflation cap credit, something that leaders think will help save Ohioans more money in the long term. Evan, we want to hear a little bit more about what you're finding out about this.
No, absolutely. Thank you for coming back to me eventually. Like you had said, the main point of this bill is to try and relieve some of the stress that Ohioans are feeling as inflation goes up, and as we're starting to see more levies get passed, through, whether it be through schools or through other city measures, to try and fund different city initiatives. That's putting a lot of stress on Ohio homeowners. So the point of this, like you said, was to put this inflation cap onto levies and whatnot, and to try and do some reform to the property tax system. Now, one thing that we have found is that a property tax credit was increased for owner-occupied homes. However, it appears that the property tax credit was rolled back from properties that are owned by people, but essentially for apartment buildings, the credit was rolled back. So essentially, tenants could see their rents go up because of this.
Right. So, Evan, I know you're outside today working to learn a little bit more about this. Who, if anybody, are you planning to talk to learn information about this bill and who it'll impact today?
So right now I'm in Springfield, and I'm planning on meeting with Ohio Senator Kyle Kaler. He's the local senator here for the West Clark County area. So I'll be speaking to him. He's one of the co-sponsors for the bill, about just some of the benefits for this, and essentially how apartment tenants could be able to offset, what's expected, for the rent to go up.
Alrighty.
Okay,
perfect.
awesome. We see Evan out there working for you. He's in the car. He's in Springfield. He's doing what needs to be done.
Good information there, Evan. Thank you so much. All right, we'll check back in with Evan later on the other side of the break. For real this time. We've got another longer look at weather, and we're hearing about some updates coming to the Dayton VA, what you need to know and how you can get ready for them. Don't go away.
Brought to you by Universal Windows Direct.
Hi, I'm Dan, the owner of Universal Windows Direct of Dayton. This is Bowie. He's been sniffing out the coolest winter deals for you. For a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Get $250 off for patio doors and entry doors, $1,500 off for roofing, and $2,000 off for siding. Plus this week, 24 months interest-free financing for all products. Keep the cold out and the savings in. Give us a call now.
Universal Windows Direct.
Welcome back, everyone. Time for a look at what time it is. It's 11:12, and we are continuing with the countdown today, everyone. 73 days is the magic number. The countdown to the 2026 Winter Olympics is on and popping. Take a look at this. We're showing you our Olympic cam over downtown Milan, where those amazing games are going to be played. We know the torch will be lit on February 6th in Milan and will stay until February 22nd. And don't forget, WDTN is the place to watch the games when they begin next year. And while the Winter Olympics aren't the only thing that we're looking forward to next year, you guys, we can't forget about the Paralympic Winter Games. And those begin on March 6th. So stay with us as the countdown continues.
It looks a lot nicer in Milan than it does here.
Here it does. And that is mostly, I'm sure, in a large part due to a lot of the rain that we've been receiving today. And he's going to tell us a little bit more about it. He said we're going to stick with it for a little bit longer, you said, Cameron?
Yeah, I kind of wish I was in Milan right now. It'd be
Right?
beautiful.
Way
I don't know if it's
nicer.
sunset. It looks like sunset there.
It's sunset, yeah.
We go into the evening, at least in Italy, but you can see outside into the Miami Valley. We're not going to be seeing any of that sunrise, sunset as we go through the daytime here today. It's going to be a very cloudy one and a wet one, as you can see into the Trotwood Goodwill auto auction camera as we go into the 11 o'clock hour. We are tracking those showers continuing even as we go into the afternoon, becoming a little bit more isolated in nature through those afternoon hours. We'll see temperatures up to about 58 degrees, maybe even 59. Some area could even hit 60 degrees here during the daytime, but most of us will spend it in the mid to upper 50s. Up north, 56, 57. Down here south, Dayton, 58, 57 in Xenia, and the same in Oxford. A lot of rain pushing on through the Miami Valley. It's very light in nature right now for the most part. There are a few embedded moderate showers, but for the most part, we are dealing with the light rain. Most of the rain has already fallen through the daytime. Zooming out, you can see there is some relief in sight as we head into the afternoon hours. There's a little bit of clearing behind the main line that we're currently seeing push on through, but we will still see the chance of isolated showers, so it's still going to be a little bit wet out there into the afternoon, and then we'll dry out as we go into your Wednesday. Temps right now, 55 in Dayton, 54 in Wapakoneta, 52 in Urbana. Future track as we go through the daytime, as I mentioned, going into the afternoon, starting to see a little bit more isolated action here. And then overnight, we could see a few showers pushing on through before the system moves on out of the area. We're going to see those temperatures warmest in the morning, and we'll start to dry on out. Still seeing a lot of cloud cover as we go through your Wednesday at times. And then we'll eventually see some lake effects northwest. So if you are traveling north, you might want to give yourself a little extra time or plan around it as you head to wherever you need to be for Thanksgiving, especially up north. 58 here today, clouds, breezy, and steady showers as we go through the next couple of hours until we get into the afternoon. 40 tonight, cloudy, chilly, few showers. Could see a sprinkle tomorrow in the morning with temperatures warmest in the morning. 7-day forecast as we head into the weekend. There is a chance of rain and snow as we go into the Miami Valley. The best chance comes up north, so if you are traveling back from, say, Michigan or parts of Indiana, northern Indiana, Illinois, you might want to check the forecast and plan around the potential for snow up there. We could potentially see some here, so keep with us as we go through the next 5 days with this system.
So
Hopefully not.
Gloves, scarves, and a hat for this weekend, maybe. Okay.
All
we'll get
three.
it ready. Awesome.
Yeah, at least there's some sunshine on Turkey Day, which is
we'll
good.
take that. That's what we need.
And speaking of Turkey Day, if you're in need of a meal this Thanksgiving, some organizations in the Miami Valley are stepping up to help provide you one. Miami Valley Meals is hosting their annual turkey takeaway this Wednesday at Trotwood Madison High School from 9 to 11 a.m. They'll be at the Fairborn Phoenix later that day from noon to 2. And today, if you're hungry a little bit earlier, the Food Bank Incorporated will host a drive-through food giveaway partnering with AES Ohio. This is happening at their warehouse on 56 Armour Place from 9 to 11.
And moving ahead, Caroline's Historical Park has been transformed for the holiday season. We know that classics are back for this year, like the Christmas concerts, and of course, the Tree of Lights. Look at this. I love when you just go outside and see all the beautiful Christmas lights. This event runs through December 30th. Tickets are $14 per person, $12 for seniors, $10 for kids from 3 to 17. And free for kids under 2. And, of course, Dayton history members. Things kick off tonight at 5 o'clock. Something to do for you tonight. If the rain and everything Cameron was mentioning
Holds
disappears.
off. Yeah.
That's what we need. All right, we are looking to some changes coming to Dayton. Looking ahead to some information you need to know this morning. Big improvements are coming to the Dayton VA next year. We know that leaders there are trying to essentially improve the way that they handle or hold on to those veteran health records. And the VA is transitioning to a new federal electronic health record. And here to tell us a little bit more about what that will look like and how it will happen is Veteran Affairs Deputy Secretary Paul Lawrence. Paul, good morning. Thank you for being here. What exactly is this new EHR system? What can you tell us?
Well, good morning, Alexis. Good morning, Kayla. Thanks so much for caring about veterans. You're absolutely right. President Trump has charged us to take great care of veterans, and one of the ways we're going to do that here in Dayton is by having a new electronic health record. This ensures we have all the veterans' health information right at our doctor's ease, so they spend more time talking to our veterans, more time practicing medicine, less time cutting and pasting, and really providing information across all of VA to bring more innovation to the way we provide care to our veterans.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Lawrence. And is there anything else that veterans need to do to get prepared for this change that's coming?
No, absolutely not. In fact, just show up at the VA. We're working it all behind the scenes. Part of why my visit here is to make sure everything's ready to go live. It'll go live on June 6th next year of 2026, which seems like forever away, but there's a lot of details behind the scene. And what we want them to understand is we greatly want their experience as a veteran to be really good. We want them to leave the military. We'll have all their records. We'll be able to provide care. And one day, it'll just be so much better to be a veteran because just things will be better in terms of their health care.
And how would you describe this change or this improvement to veterans as it's happening and what it will do for them?
Well, look for some signage in the hospital. Look for our doctors and providers to be excited about it because it will make them better. They'll spend more time working with our veterans talking about healthcare, less time looking for their records. So I would say they should find easier ways to access us, make appointments online, get their medicine online. It'll be easier, but hopefully it won't be that different for them.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Secretary Lawrence. We appreciate your time this morning.
Yes, thank you for being here.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. Okay, and switching gears a little bit, we're going to look at what's going on in the gas station realm. An opening date is set for Montgomery County's first Wawa location. The store on Chambersburg Road in Huber Heights is expected to open on December 18th. This is the first store in the county and 9th this year to open in the Buckeye State. The gas station chain plans to open several more locations in the Miami Valley, including Miami Township and Moraine. And Alexis and I will be trying it out when it gets here.
We're thinking about it. We're thinking about it.
We're going to try it. We need to at least give it a try.
We'll circle back to that, maybe, perhaps. But in other top stories today, other big stories, I should say, Bengals wide receiver Jamar Chase has apologized this week for spitting on Pittsburgh Steelers defensive back Jalen Ramsey. You may remember this incident that you see unfolding right here on your screen. In a statement released on Instagram, Chase said he took full responsibilities for his actions in the team's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday. He was suspended without pay for 1 game after the NFL concluded that he spit on Ramsey during that heated exchange we just saw. And the incident wasn't seen by officials, which is why he was ejected and the altercation, why the altercation led to his ejection. And he said, what I did was wrong in the statement and circumstances don't matter. My passion for the game is no excuse. So there is some accountability, I suppose. Mm-hmm. That's good to see whenever that can happen. And I know this got a lot of attention. We heard about it for a long time when this unraveled.
Hopefully things will turn around for the Bengals.
Hopefully. Maybe this will be the start to some positivity, Kayla. Mm-hmm. Something, we'll see. All right, we're going to take another quick break. On the other side, we are getting a look at those react to that responses, and we have a look at what's coming up in Living Dayton today. Don't go away. Welcome back, everyone. We are ready to hear from you guys. We want to know which player you guys have taken it all the way this weekend in that game against that team up north. We want to hear from you guys. Let's take a look at those responses. So Leslie says OSU all the way.
Of course.
Okay, that's the perfect
thank
answer,
you, Leslie.
No, really, genuinely, we need that support. Okay, so Chris says, Chris. Since they're afraid to say it or even use it, I'll put enough of them on here to counterbalance. And he certainly did, Chris. Okay, so are we even now? There's none before, and now there's an abundance of them.
Right.
Even. I know. I don't need to ask you, Kayla. I know who you've got. I'm rooting for the whole team. How about that? That's my answer to this question.
Yes.
All of the team. Everyone. Good luck.
All of what team?
Ohio.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm just clarifying.
Oh my!
I'm just making sure.
goodness.
You know, you're like new to the state.
I am.
but
I know where I'm smart.
Okay,
girl.
good. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so moving from the Midwest to Australia, Australia Zoo Wildlife Hospital has seen a surge in injured animals because there's been some thunderstorms.
Yeah.
So the hospital said more than 60 animals were admitted in early Tuesday, which would be today, with more wildlife continue to arrive. So this is like so sad. Look at these little babies.
I know.
But so cute though.
They're adorable.
I mean, kind of cute. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big bird person, but that's it.
Like right when I said cute, that was the video.
that pops up. But beautiful. And looking ahead to what we have coming up today, Grace is here to essentially give us another look at.
Hello.
We're talking Thanksgiving recipes, stuff that we can bring to dinner, right?
Yeah. So Rosebud's Real Food is going to be in the kitchen. If you're last minute like me, you're thinking, what on earth am I going to bring to my family gathering? Rosebud's is going to have you covered. They're going to be doing a pumpkin dip. So I'm super excited for that one.
That sounds different. Okay.
I know. I'm super excited for that one.
Tune in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we also have Dragons Holiday 50/50 raffle. This is something that is special for this season. So if you're looking to get into a raffle, it all gives back to a great cause. So we're super excited to share that one too.
Okay.
And does that go with Deck the Diamond at all?
It does.
Okay.
It does. It definitely does. Yeah, 100%. And, speaking of Christmas, everyone loves Christmas. Carol on Christmas. So we're going to be talking about what you can expect this holiday season at Carolina Historical Park for their Christmas season. So I cannot believe that we are here
already.
Basically.
We just saw that. Yeah,
I know.
The trees all lit up. It looks beautiful.
It does.
This year has flown by.
It has already.
Yeah, I know.
So
it's
quick.
crazy to think.
Okay, speaking of flying, that was perfect. You guys, please listen. Wicked, Universal's Wicked for Good has soared to the number one at the weekend box office. You guys, it's earned $150 million domestically and $226 million worldwide. Far outpacing its predecessor, Wicked, which opened to $114 million domestically during last year's Thanksgiving weekend. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, can you tell what we're all giving?
Yeah,
you guys are.
We're all giving
we are in our Alphaba green.
Yeah,
we're giving green today.
Yeah, you guys are beautiful. And
have you guys seen it yet?
In our Alphaba green.
You have?
Yes,
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Oh,
I cried a bit.
You cried.
I
am
did.
expecting
I'm
to
embarrassed
cry.
to admit it. Yeah, but
No.
it was a tearjerker. You guys are gonna be. You guys
can't wait to
Yes.
sob.
We are in our Alphaba green today. We will be in our Glinda pink tomorrow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It just works.
And there's so many spoilers. I haven't seen anything, so I think you guys are going to be just fine.
Okay,
good.
I was still surprised and taken aback and awe and everything.
Every time I get on social media, I just throw
I
my phone because
swiping was so fast.
I throw my phone because I don't want to see that.
Nope, and it will just ruin everything. So that's what you guys have to be excited about. Get ready for
We are
the
looking
songs.
forward to
There's
it.
plenty. Thank you guys so much for joining me here on 2 News Now this morning. We will see you guys back here on Wednesday, one day to go before Thanksgiving when we see you guys again. Have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the morning.